Jesus and Buddha meets again, with their connection as profound as ever. Their first conversation had opened doors to questions of compassion and liberation, but now they are back to delve even deeper. This time, they explore the nature of prayer and meditation. Jesus begins by describing prayer, explaining how it connects him to God. For him, it is a moment of openness, of reaching beyond oneself to something greater. Buddha listens closely, finding a similarity in his own practice of meditation, a path to inner stillness, to quiet the mind and uncover peace within. They share a laugh, amused by how these practices, so deeply similar, are often interpreted in such different ways. Jesus jokes that some people treat prayer like a customer service line to God, and Buddha laughs in agreement, adding that meditation sometimes seems like people just want their minds to give them a break. The conversation shifts then to suffering, a topic they both know well. Jesus shares his perspective, describing how love and community can heal. Buddha in turn reflects on the role of self-awareness, believing it can free people from the chains of pain. Jesus then recalls the parable of the lost sheep, a story of a shepherd with 100 sheep. When one sheep goes astray, the shepherd doesn't abandon it to stay with the 99 that are safe. Instead, he leaves them to search for the lost one, venturing over hills and through valleys until he finds it. The shepherd's joy upon finding the lost sheep is immeasurable. The shepherd lifts it onto his shoulders and carries it back to the flock, celebrating not only because he found what was lost, but because every sheep matters. Jesus explains. The meaning behind the story is clear. Every person, no matter how lost they may seem, is worth saving. Jesus emphasizes that no one is disposable, no one is too far gone to be loved and brought back. Forgiveness and compassion aren't just virtues, they are acts of actively going out of one's way to care, to seek out those who are suffering, and to bring them back with love. Moved by the story, Buddha closes his eyes in reflection. He then shares his teachings on suffering and compassion, offering a perspective both familiar and unique. Buddha explains the Four Noble Truths as a guide to understanding why we suffer and how we can find freedom from it. He speaks about how desire and attachment are at the core of human pain. People hold tightly to things, to people, and even to the idea of happiness, believing these will complete them. Buddha teaches by letting them go and finding peace within ourselves, we can discover true freedom. Jesus listens with genuine interest and says, "So, in a way, you're guiding them to see that peace is already within, right?" Buddha nods, smiling. He shares a story of a young man, full of anger and resentment, who sought revenge against his family for their neglect. The man believed that punishing them would finally bring him peace. Yet after meditating, he realized that by holding on to anger, he was only harming himself. Forgiveness and letting go didn't erase his pain entirely, but they freed him from the weight of his suffering. Just as Jesus' shepherd searched for the lost sheep, Buddha sees himself as helping others look within. To find that compassion for others and for themselves is the key to inner freedom. Intrigued, Jesus asks about the young man's fate. He forgave, Buddha replies simply, and in doing so, he discovered a peace stronger than any revenge could bring. They share a moment of laughter, seeing how their stories, though different, share a common thread. Humans often seek fulfillment in all wrong places, only to find that love, compassion, and forgiveness are the true paths to peace. As the conversation draws to a close, Jesus observes how Buddha's teachings help people to shepherd themselves, guiding them to look within rather than waiting for someone to find them. Together, they realize that while their paths are distinct, they are two sides of the same coin. If we, as silent witnesses to this conversation, were to draw a lesson, it would be this. Whether one finds peace through faith in something greater, as Jesus teaches, or through self-awareness and letting go, as Buddha suggests, both paths ultimately lead to the same destination: freedom from suffering, a deeper connection to others, and a profound sense of inner peace.